And dogs love these too. Hey guys, welcome back to Jurassic Collectibles. Today I'm super excited to be taking a look at these brand new poster wood arts 3D from Dr. Collector. Aren't they glorious? So for those of you who are fans of poster art and Jurassic Park posters in general, this might be a new twist on the theme of poster art. These are essentially debossed wooden signage with Jurassic Park artwork on them. The one on the left is the Jurassic Park brochure map that's actually seen in the film held by Dr. Alan Grant, and this is the map that's inside the actual prop, and it's got a really nice Jurassic Park logo at the top there. And we've got the classic Jurassic Park one sheet poster that came out in 1992-93 to advertise the film, and they've added three claw marks in the top corner there to kind of really play up the kind of dinosaur ferociousness. Taking a quick look at the back of the packaging, you can see we've got a little informational part telling you how they actually made the poster wood artworks. There's also some nice beauty shots down the side to focus on some of the nice details. There's also loads of other poster arts available in this range. You've got two variants for Jurassic World, two variants for Back to the Future Part 1 and Part 2, one for E.T. and one for Jaws. And what's really nice about these is that they've got almost like a nautical feel to them. They come with a fastening, a cord that allows you to hang them as if it's kind of like an old piece of kind of like shipwrecked piece of wood with the artwork on it. I think it's a really nice kind of alternative take on otherwise standard poster art. And dogs love these too. Remember kids, if you're using a craft knife, do get adult supervision. Left with is just the process of how they made the artwork. Whoa. So out of the packaging, this thing is super nice, and the first thing that hit me was the smell. There's a really strong fragrance of pine, and it's a really lovely smell. The other thing that hit me is the fact that they've rounded the corners around the outside of the sign. You couldn't really see that from the packaging, but that really adds a lovely level of quality to this signage. On the back you can see it is indeed made of wood. We've got the rope fastening already attached, and you can see at the bottom there, laser etched, it says drcollector.com. Really nice. The appearance of the separate boards is created by three carefully routed lines down the middle of the piece. I have to say, the nice thing about this artwork is that it really does look painterly, and I don't know if it's the relief that's helping do that. I think it's more about the actual way they've processed the artwork. There is a real painterly feel and a matte feel to the artwork that really makes it look like it's been made by hand. Also, the map is something really very nice about it. It's got almost like a geometric-y kind of hand-painted look to it. They've definitely done stuff to the map itself to make it look more painterly, and it really shows up. It looks really, really nice. I don't know how well you can see the finish here, but I'm just tilting it in the light. There's like a very, very slight gloss on the map area and also on this, but it's more evident on this map. It's very, very slightly glossy. But apart from that, it's got genuinely like a matte feel. It really does look like painted wood, but obviously this part has been printed. Well, it's all been printed, but it's nice that it's matte. It gives it kind of like more opaqueness in the colors. In terms of the craftsmanship, the actual wood board is pretty nicely finished. You can see that around the kind of like edges of the relief parts, there's almost like a machined looking finish where I think it's been sintered. And you can see in the river areas, which I'm really surprised they carved out, to be honest. That's amazing attention to detail. You can just see the kind of machined quality there. I don't know how well the camera shows this up, but actually like around the edge, you can kind of see where the paint has kind of like been sanded off a little bit. I really love that. It's just like really, really subtle weathering going on. And on closer inspection, the other thing you may spot is the odd nail here and there, the little tack. And it's obvious that they've removed the heads. They're like headless tacks. So they're just like little black dots on the artwork. But to be honest, I forgive that kind of because you need that for the process. I guess they could have glued them all on. So yeah, you can just see them there on the logo as well, just little black dots. I think as a map, you know, with the compass and the legend. I think it just suits the kind of nautical feel of the artwork. So in terms of the size, if I whip out the tape measure here, you're looking at about 39.5 centimeters, which is about 16 inches tall. And in terms of the width, you're looking at about 30 centimeters, 1 foot wide. So this is definitely going up with my Jurassic Park display somewhere, because it's just too gorgeous not to have this one on display. Okay, so let's move on and take a look at the original poster art. Oh. Okay, so here it is, poster art number 2, and again, the smell of the pine just hits you right away. It's a really lovely fragrance, and I think this one in some ways works a little bit more effectively, because those tacks that we saw on the map and brochure poster artwork aren't so visible on this one because it's a predominantly black piece of artwork. Again, it has the nice rounded corners, which to me really make an instant difference compared to what they look like in the box. And I love the weathering around the edges of this one. It shows up a little bit better that this one's a little bit more worn and beaten up, and I think that helps sell the kind of nautical aged look of this piece. The rope style fastening at the top is actually really good quality, nice and strong, and seems to have been weathered a little bit, and it has sort of like a brown twine look to it, which really helps with that sort of nautical washed up look. And the hanging height on the rope fastening is about 5 inches, about 13 centimeters. And if you're like me and you're familiar with the Jurassic Park one sheet, it's really nice to see this kind of added a little bit of kind of depth, with the logo being the part in relief. And then obviously they felt that one component wasn't enough, so they decided to kind of claw in to sort of gouge into the wood in the corner here with 3 scratch marks, which for me is reminiscent of the Jurassic Park 3 titles in the opening when you have the 3 scratch marks. I just love the simplicity of this tagline with the full stop. It just takes me right back to 1993. Again, you can see a little bit of the machining on the edge of this piece, but it's much subtler than on the map because the shape isn't so finicky, and it's a bit more of a bigger piece. Here you can see with the light on it, the kind of finish of the wood. You can actually see the grain of the wood, and it's sort of like a semi-gloss finish. Here's a close-up look at the print of the artwork. The only thing I can notice is a little bit of kind of offset edge there on the black against the red, but it's so subtle you'd never even spot that. So there we have it, 2 fantastic 3D wood art posters from Dr. Collector. I'll put a link to their website down below so you can go and check these out. They are very fairly priced, considering that they are more like permanent fixtures rather than just standard posters, and I really love the map brochure piece just because of that kind of nautical driftwood feel. So for me, this one is my personal favorite, but you may love these and also the Jurassic World variants. You could get all 4 lined up on your wall. If you're looking to embellish your living room or your movie room, I think these are perfect. They're good conversation pieces because they have that depth element to them. So yeah, let me know what you think, guys. You're going to pick one of these up, or do you own one already? I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment down below. In the meantime, guys, rate, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. And dogs love these too.